Today, we're going over the shot that got me featured by that pickleball guy as one of the best two-handed backhands in the game, and I'm going to show you step by step how to add it to your game. And don't forget to stick around to the end because I'm going to show you the one mistake that kills most two-handed backhands and how you can fix this instantly. First off, we need to talk about our grip for a successful two-handed backhand. So my dominant hand, I'm right-handed, so I'm going to have my dominant hand on the bottom of this paddle. Okay, and I want my left hand to go over top. Okay, so we call this the handshake grip. So this is also known as continental grip if you ever played tennis. So you're gonna set your paddle out like this. Now imagine you're shaking somebody's hand. Okay, that's the grip for your dominant hand. Now my opposite hand, okay, my left hand going on top, I want that sitting right about here. Okay, so I'm choking all the way up on my paddle. Okay, and I wanna make sure I've got one finger actually on the face. Some people, to keep it more comfortable for themselves, they use two fingers. For me, I just use one. Okay, so you can do either or, do whatever's most comfortable for you. Next step for a two-handed backhand is going over our footwork. Okay, so when I hit this shot, I'm gonna make sure that my stance is staying as parallel to the net as I can. Okay, now as this ball is coming to me, whether it's cross court or down the line, I wanna make sure that the ball stays within my stance. It's really tough to hit a successful two-handed backhand if we're swinging from outside of our body. So instead, I'm going to make sure my feet are set so that whenever I'm about to make contact, the ball is almost in line with my outside leg, okay? This is also where my paddle should be setting. Good. Now the last part to a successful two-handed backhand that we're going over is our swing path. So first off, our non-dominant hand, the hand that's on top of the paddle, this is going to do a majority of the work. It should be at least 80 to 85% of the work, okay? So I'm starting my swing from my outside leg and I'm brushing to my dominant side shoulder. Notice as I'm doing this, I'm not using a whole lot of my arm to where I'm hitting through too much of the ball. That's gonna cause the ball to travel too far into the court. Instead, I want you to focus on using that non-dominant wrist, okay? So my swing, when I do this shot, I'm literally just doing this. It's like I'm waving, okay? So I'm here and I'm brushing using my wrist. Okay, and then follow through to that dominant side shoulder, just like that. Here's a bad example of me using too much arms to swing, causing that ball to land past the kitchen line. One more. Okay, now here's a good example of me using my wrist to brush up and over the ball, making sure that ball lands inside of the kitchen line. So for our couple drills, we're going to start off using our non-dominant hand and just brushing up and over the ball, getting comfortable. You and your partner for this drill are going to go cross court. Try to keep it cooperative. Try to get a certain amount in a row. Guys, I recommend doing about 5 minutes with your non-dominant hand and then going into both hands. After 5 minutes and then switching, you should notice a huge difference when you're using your non-dominant hand versus your dominant hand. One more. Use my left hand. We're just trying to keep a rally going here. There we go. I'm brushing to that dominant side shoulder right now, just using my wrist. Hey everyone, real quickly, I wanted to give a shout out to Jackson from Dike, Iowa. Thank you for watching all my videos and for the support. It means a ton to me. I did 5 minutes using only my non-dominant hand. Now we're going 5 minutes using both hands. I'm making sure that I'm still letting my non-dominant hand do about 85% of the work. Once again, keep it cooperative. We're going cross court here. Oh! There you go. Oh yeah. Thank you all for sticking around to the end. Now, I promised you guys a little bonus footage. All right, so the one mistake that I see that most players make on their two-handed backhand is they're not waiting for the ball to meet their paddle, okay? You wanna wait as long as you can until that ball is about to reach your paddle, and that's when you start your swing with the wrist, okay? If you start that swing too early and that ball is too far away from your paddle, all right, a lot of times you're gonna miss-hit that ball, okay? The longer you can wait, the higher chance you have of hitting that ball in the perfect spot that you're looking for, okay? So lastly, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna work with Yuki here, all right? We're gonna fix her two-handed backhand, and I'm gonna take you all through this progression. All right, Key. So two main things that I want you to change in your backhand. All right. Wait for the ball to meet your paddle. Okay, so you want to wait as long as you possibly can. Second thing is I can tell right now you're still not comfortable using your left hand. Okay, and tell us because a lot of times you're finishing like this and that paddle face is not closing and brushing up to that dominant side shoulder. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna stay here. You're gonna use your left wrist and you're just gonna brush right there. Okay, that's all it is. Okay, go and try that out. Okay, ready? There we go, look at that. Guys, look at that. 2 balls, that's all it took. Here we go. How'd that one feel? Good? Okay, here we go, same exact thing. Drop the face though, drop it and use the left hand. That was perfect though, great swing. Brush, use the left. There, look at that. Oh. Perfect, good ball. Way to let the ball meet your paddle. Too much swing, use the wrist. Good. Good, nice ball. There, that was a good swing. Drop the face. Perfect, how'd that one feel? Guys, thank you all for sticking around. Okay, one thing I want to point out with Yuki's two-handed backhand, I could tell right away when she was going to hit a great ball because she was waiting for the ball to meet your paddle, okay? So if you go back and watch this footage, what you're gonna notice is when Yuki hits a really good ball, that ball is starting to drop for the second bounce, okay? If she's swinging too early, it's because that ball is still rising after the initial bounce, which means that the ball is too far in front of her, okay? When she's letting that ball reach her paddle, you can see that ball is starting to drop again for that second bounce. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to drop a comment and leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Right now, I'm on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So if you could subscribe and make sure to turn on that bell for post notifications, that would be a huge help. Thank you all, and we'll see you again in the next video.